Good morning, guys. It's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Well, welcome to April. Spring's here at last. Just thought I'd hop on very quickly and just share the before the pen, my April pages in my daybook. Hope you enjoy and you're enjoying spring or maybe autumn, wherever you are in the world at this time. So let's just get straight into it. As you know, it's my spring daybook that I started probably 13th of March, I think it was. And last month I did actually start this page. So I placed the fabric, I think, and the beautiful kind of iris napkin. I'd started that. So what I've done, I really loved it actually, and I've decided to use it just as the first page for my April spread, as you can see. So anyway, I've just added, I've decided to go for a little bit more fabric this time round. So I've added some fabric and obviously these vintage stickers. I've ordered this vintage sticker pack from Amazon, and I really love these ladies because I like the thought of us being able to think about different outfits now for the spring, you know, and I really wanted more texture and fabric in this month's spread, and I'd probably go even crazier with the fabric in May as well. So this is what I did last month as well. If you remember rightly, I got this from one of my, I think it's a Kath Kidston book, and I just, yeah, this little patchworky thingy, and I just overlapped the napkin, and this is from Liberty. This is a piece of vintage Liberty print, and then all I did with this so far it was just to add the dates date, and this gorgeous little stamp that I had in my stash, because I just love the way it has the blues, the greens, and that kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, rusty salmony colour. I think it just drew or highlighted those little accents and drew it over onto that page. So that was for my first page. This is from Daphne's Diary, and I popped this in last month because I really loved it, with the daffodils and hyacinths, and I think I even got, and this actually reflects the colours I have in my pot actually by my front door, some lilacs and some little narcissi. It's gorgeous. There was a little mouse, almost like a Beatrix Potter kind of little character underneath, but I wanted it to be more again reflect my sort of let's look at our spring wardrobe type thing, which I'll be doing in the next few days, and I just thought I'd add my little vintage ladies on there, and I really love it. And it's a little bit of, I think it was Daphne's Diary, little snippet there just to cover that character, and then overlay it with my lady. And then this is just, I just left that plain. This is a little fold out. That's from last month as well. This is from last month. Just added my day stamp, and this sort of folded over the page. And then I've added this. That's from Daphne's Diary. This is from my stash of stamps, and this beautiful page I've kind of cut down. This is the day-to-day planner, overview, monthly overview from this year's Daphne's Diary, and it is April. I just sort of I layered it. I cut it down. I did cut it down. What did I do the other bit? I did something with the other bit, I can't remember. And this is a piece of beautiful fabric from my stash, and just some trim from my stash as well. And I will be popping in. It's busy. April's a really busy month, so after sharing this with you, so you can see what it's like before the pen, I shall be popping those in, dates, trips and plans. This is from Katie Daisy, and I think I popped that in last month. I'm not sure Did I? Anyway, long story. And then I've just added a little, little sticker for my stash. I just love those colours, and I like the way it pulls all those colours in onto this page here. And I've just popped a little just on the bottom. This is little snippets, just little slivers of paper from my vintage. It was my vintage book. Daphne's diary. This is Year's diary, and then you get the little pullouts that you things to do or things to buy, and then on the back you've got like the bullet grid, dot grid paper. I just love the things that they do. Just love the transition of the pages, and I like the way that kind of just sort of blends into the natural page, the craft page of the of my journal. And as you can see, I've just used it's a little interesting little stamp from my stash, and again it's just sort of bringing colours across from one page to the other. This is from Katie Daisy, and yeah, this is a very special month to be grateful for many spiritual things as well as physical things that you know, we can see the spring coming back, and you know, it's time of great activity really. So I thought that's going to be a really nice little place to sort of pop down some thoughts about that gratitude. And then this was, I think this is Daphne's diary. Is it Daphne's diary, or did I? No. I can't. That might have been Daphne's diary actually. I think from one of the magazines, maybe last month's magazine. And this is the other side of the Katie Daisy, the opposite book page, I think, for that, and which I've, you know, overlaid, flipped over the page. I just like that. I really like that. And I have my lovely ladies here again to bring the colours over, but to keep that fashion theme going. This is from the vintage book, Vintage Homes. The pages are beautiful, and so that's probably from one page, and a little bit of fabric for my stash, another stamp. You're seeing a bit of a theme here. This is from my vintage book page, all about vintage homes, and it's all about textures and wallpapers, and it's beautiful. And I just love this one particularly in how it really reflects, kind of echoes the chintz cover. That's probably getting to the very last pieces now. I've got one little sort of, you know, little panel left of this now, but I just love the way I just could pull that across. I don't know if you can see the side profile is really coming on. It's absolutely gorgeous, the side profile, because I don't mind having things hanging over, and I'm looking to add more texture to the side profile, which absolutely love it, absolutely love it. Right, I digress. So that's the 11th, and then I just pop this on. That's another little strip of this chintz. This is a cutout from the vintage home book. In fact, I have used this image before in one of my it was one of my my Bible notebooks, Bible journaling notebooks, probably about 2-3 years ago. I filled it with pages from this because I just love the vibrancy and the texture it brings, and I think I've used that before, but I decided to do it like a cutout this time. Just a little bit of lace here from my stash. My lady in her very elegant burgundy dress. This one I popped in last month, this page, so I've just basically accented it with a bit of washi and with the lace sort of peeping out. This about the fritillaries. In fact, you know what, I didn't realise, I was putting some washing out the other day, and in one of my pots that's got lots of ivy and stuff in it, I have some of these which are flowering right now. It's a joy to see, a joy, absolute joy. And this is all a little write up about them in the Magdalen Meadow, Oxford. So I've kept kept it in because that's just around the corner from us. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful image, and I decided to keep that in. Again, this little cutout was on top of this was on top of here, and I just cut it out and made it into another little cutout again. This lamp, and added a couple of bits from my stash. In fact, I did have some laces and fabric packs in from my stash that I put together. I put them in my Etsy store, and this is just the remains from one of those. Gorgeous, and that's from the vintage, a page from the just a corner, the vintage home book, and one of my ladies again. And this was a I think my daughter and I went over to the cinema, was it a couple of weeks ago, and excuse my voice, and she treated herself to some sweeties, and I just loved the page. I loved the paper at the bag, so I kept that. This is from the Daphne's Diary. Again, that either says to buy or to do, but I loved the pop of colour. And this is a greetings card from the British Heart Foundation, which I absolutely love. I bought 2 or 3. I bought this one, I think. I bought that one as well, and I bought another one that my daughter nicked. But this reminds me of one of the favourite places on the coast that we go to every year. Usually, we were looking at our photographs. Last year we got there middle of March because it was really, really, really hot quite early on. And as we sort of park up and you walk down, it's not exactly like this, but that's what it reminded me of. You walk down to the beach, and it's beautiful. Not as floral in real life, where I was thinking, but it's just I just had to put it in there because it just spoke to me, and it makes me happy to have it in my journal, basically. So in it goes, and there it stays. And hopefully we can get there soon. The weather's on the turn. Beautiful day yesterday after having a really wet, wild, windy week last week. It really was not pleasant. In fact, it was abysmal. It was absolutely abysmal. So yeah, beautiful day yesterday, and it's supposed to be getting better for the week in the UK, as far as I know. This is from a Ladybird book. I pulled out 2, did I? Yeah, this is all about wildlife in Britain, and I just love it. I love it. I haven't seen any butterflies yet, but definitely as you go into the garden, but bees are buzzing. It's sounding like spring and the beginning of summer. It's lovely, and it's quite early considering, as I said, it's been such abysmal weather. Again, it lifts the spirit, so I just thought, I'm going to pop that in anyway. And that's another from the Katie Daisy, from the same series of pages as before. These ones from the same month. And this really, it was a great reminder, because we're all rushing around, and I need to remind myself to stop and listen and just appreciate the beauty, and yeah, literally just stop rushing around on a daily basis and take some time just to decompress and listen. So I think that's a really nice reminder, and it needed to go in. Now this I've kept, I know it's a bit odd, but this is just a cutout from one of the pages from the vintage home book, and I didn't bear to cut it down, so it does actually peep out on the bottom and at the top, because it's a soft kind of blue colour. It sits well, and I thought I could sort of disguise it a little bit with the side panel of lace, but I just love the colours in that. And that's another different image that I used. That might have been from the vintage book, or was it from Maria's Diary? Oh yeah, I think it was vintage home book. And this little cutout here is just from the yeah, it's just from Daphne's Diary. Love it. This is the other side of the another one, another Ladybird book. Same Ladybird book as the butterflies. Absolutely love it. The birds are going mental in the garden at the moment, you know. In fact, I think I might have seen some of the larks coming back from Africa. Crowds, you know, flocks of them. And I don't know if these are larks, to be fair, so you specialists out there, you know, you could probably tell me what they are. But it just reminded me that they're on their way back. And yeah, again, another sign that spring is definitely here. And all I did with that was just layered that page, you know, that image over, brought it over, and so I could tie those colours together. This back paper is from last month's Daphne's Diary, last issue, I think, and I think it's beautiful. So yeah, I did one here, sort of laid it over that, and then popped this one just here like so. And then I've, as you can see, I've used another one of my stamps. It's amazing colours. Here's another one of my stamps, and vintage sticker. The stickers actually came from Amazon in a little packet, and all the different colorways came just packed separately in one of these, and I just thought I'd pop it straight in. I've popped it straight in as is. This one I think I glued down. This one I thought I could flip up and basically use it for a bit of journaling. And then on this page I've taken it over and layered it a little bit. So I've got that's a cutout from Daphne's Diary, and this is a sticker from my sticker stash, and this one here is from, oh yes, another of the colourways of the Vintage Ladies, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and it makes my heart sing, those colours, and I really love the way that's turned out. Kept this really simple, just with some notes, I think. Did I skip a number? 21? I skipped 22. Well, who knew? I have skipped 22, haven't I? So that again is from the Vintage Home book. Talking about collecting different fabrics. Look at that collection. Doesn't it make your heart sing? Absolutely makes your heart sing. I just left as is. And I'm going to stamp my 22nd on there. This again is from my my stash I had from the my little pack of goodies, and I sold some white and then and some tea dyed. This was a tea dyed one, and this little image I absolutely love. That's from one of the pages of the Vintage Home book as well. Absolutely gorgeous. This is from Daffy's Diary, the diary, and it was a page, a little mini overview, little bullet of the dates, but I just loved this actually, and it had said April above, which I cut out, and I popped the April, I think I popped it by those birds. By the birds. Where did I pop it? Oh, it doesn't really matter, to be fair, but I have used it elsewhere. I've used it on a page before. Yeah, just here. That was above it there. And this here now is another page, one of those pages like that that you get from the last issue of Daphne's Diary. In fact, this issue has come, issue 2 or 3, is it? Maybe issue 2. I'm going to film that in a mo, and that will be up about the same time as this video, so just so you can have a little nose. I've been waiting to try and do it in the garden, but as I said, it came a few days ago and the weather's been abysmal. But I love to do the spring ones in the garden, just so you can hear the birds. Might be able to do that a bit later. We'll see. Otherwise it will be in here. Sorry. But again, I love the blue and the yellow. I love blue and yellow together. And I've popped my little lady on here. Love it. This page was from my, is it Colin's book of the English countryside, and I did pop it in last month. If you remember, I popped it in because I knew I'd want it in my April book, on one of my pages, and if I think I have to look for it again, so I popped it in. And I do regret now thinking about it, that I didn't do it as the whole spread, that I folded it over, and you kind of, it is as beautiful as it is, it would have been nicer to, you know, to have it across the double page, but I don't know why I did that, you know. It is one of those things. That's just from Daphne's diary, an old one, an old page, little snippet that I had in my tin. That is from one of these. Is it that one? That is from one of those, which I absolutely love. Oh yes, it's from this one, isn't it? We've got lots on with those. So this is the one that's been used. Absolutely gorgeous. I have a few, as you can tell. So this page, yeah, that page here, kind of comes like, I don't know if you've seen them. So they come like that. So you can either leave them, just pop them in like that, because the illustrations are beautiful, or I have done this before where I've just added sort of journaling spots over the text. But I enjoy reading the text as well, too. So sometimes I leave it open. This time I wanted to just, yeah, I wanted to cover it, as you can see, so I can use that for journaling. I really liked that, did I? Yeah. Yeah, that was from Daphne's diary, from the last one. Yeah, just nice tulips and things. So kind of, yeah, I put this in as a double page and just glued it down at the base. So that's 30th, and I just loved that. I just loved it, and I thought I'd just keep it in, to be fair, just to look at, maybe do a bit of journaling. I had 3 of the ladies I liked. This is 2 from the blue stash, 1 from the green, because I love the greens and the blues. So that kind of is a little bit odd, but I don't mind. That's just for the 31st of April. And then I found that I'd put this aside and I hadn't used it, so I've just added it to here. And as you can see, I've done these ladies, and I wanted to bring out the olive greens just as a foil against the pinks and the salmon. This is a little doily, which I've done across the page, as you can see, little pink doily. And so that's that. And I might, it depends, I might carry that on, because I think I could, yeah, so I've got quite a few, yeah, so I've got all this for May, all that for May, or I could do, I could journal about, do more journaling, or we've got, well, lots of trips and memories, you know, different pictures. So I might actually pop them in there. I might pop some photos in here before I start the May spread. So that's it, guys. So this is how it's looking for now, which I absolutely love. So this is 6 weeks worth, because I started on the 13th of March in this journal, because I did the first 2 weeks at the end of my winter journal, because I had the room and I didn't have the time to start decorating this until the middle of the month. So that works out well, doesn't it? Lovely side profile. Just thought I'd give you a little time to savor it. Anyway, that's it, guys. Enjoy your day. It'll be interesting to hear how you're documenting your spring days, whether you have a dedicated journal or whether you have a journal for all things. Because as you know, at the moment I have this, I have a spiritual one, and I have a school one, which is separate, but I'm working, which I love. I'm loving, I really am loving this. Anyway, guys, I'm off. Please like if you do, and press subscribe if you haven't and you'd like to see other things. So yeah, see you another time. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.